In a podcast land where thoughts collide, Bryan and Craig will be your guide. No topic too small, no tale too tall. Tune in, laugh out, you'll have a ball. From mysteries deep to light-hearted jokes in a poker rhythm where laughter invokes. Untitled is their name, the fun untamed. Each episode a ride, this shows their claim. Untitled, Bryan and Craig, get ready for a twist and a leg shake. In a quirky world where anything goes, join the ride as the madness flows.
Much better than the other thing.
I know we took a 1 week hiatus from Discord. But you're right. I mean, who cares if it sounds better? If it's harder to edit and it doesn't have bidoo-dee.
Now
we even-
recording.
Are we even podcasting at that point?
No, you're not.
Not really. Hi, Brian.
Hello.
It's Untitled with Bryan and Craig. Now your host from snowy Buffalo Land. It's Bryan.
Yeah, it snowed like 2 inches overnight, but it's lake effect fluffy stuff, so I just and it went away.
Okay, just blow on it a little bit and it goes away. That's good.
You know, there's that. So we just gotta get the big news out of the way first. Haley Steinfeld is now a vessel for the second coming of Buffalo Jesus.
That's right. The jostling is imminent.
The jostling is coming. That's not to say that Haley Steinfeld is not, her own.
She's not her own
being.
person. No, she does her own stuff.
She does her own stuff. Yeah, I'm just saying that she is now the vessel for the second coming of Buffalo Jesus.
The royal couple is expecting, and we couldn't be prouder or happier for them.
We're very happy.
I'd just like to say that Bo Nick started this. His wife has been with child for many months now.
Okay, all right, you pulling a fucking Tim Cook here.
We did it first. Look, we did it first. All I'm saying is we did it first, and Josh is copying. And we being people in Denver watching their quarterback versus people in Buffalo. Although I will give you this. The people in Buffalo probably care more about the jostling than we do about the
bowling
child.
The Nixling. Ooh, Nixling.
The Nixling? Ooh, Nixling isn't terrible. We gotta do something besides Ning, or besides Ling at the end of it, though, for Bo.
Yeah.
Like the Bo child or something, I don't know.
I don't know.
The Bo baby.
Spawn of Bo? I don't know.
Spawn of Bo? That makes it sound like he's a fish or something, and I don't care for that.
I don't know. Anyways.
Yes.
Anyway,
all of our quarterbacks are expecting, and we're happy about it. So congratulations to both the Nixes and Haley and Josh.
The goose warning is not very high.
No, I would think with the snow, although geese exist in places besides Buffalo.
Yes, I think it's more like a yellow, like it's like a school bus yellow.
School bus. I was thinking more lemon yellow, like a limoncello goose warning.
No, it's like that weird cheese color yellow that a school bus is.
Like fake cheese. Like Velveeta. It's a Velveeta yellow goose warning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, I did something interesting.
You've done so many interesting things.
I went to the world premiere of a film shot exclusively in Western New York.
That's cool. And you were also awake at like 6:30 p.m. for this. Which is like the middle of the night for normal people.
Correct. Yes. So, in any case, it was have you heard of Great American Family?
No, I have not.
Okay, so Great American Family is basically like Hallmark, kind of, except they do more like, I don't know, I feel like Hallmark kind of pushes the envelope, I guess, more maybe. But like Great American Family is like bog standard, like meet cute Veronica Big City meets John Littletown, and very rarely deviates, right?
I know I did this to you. Like in the last episode that you just put up, I couldn't stop interrupting you, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. I'm not going to lie.
I was listening to you going, oh no, I'm sorry, Bryan. I just couldn't stop.
I couldn't. I mean, to be fair, though, the Water Assassin episode, that was actually batshit insane, so I don't blame you for that.
I think I was within my rights to lose my mind, because you were trying to break my brain, and I think you came closer than you ever have before on that last episode. Well, last episode is like 4 episodes ago for those who are listening as the release schedule is put out. But based on the one that we just did, the Water
Yeah.
Assassins episode. Crazy times.
Yeah.
And I think I was on Brian's last nerve by the end. Like, he was being nice about it, but also I think he wanted to kill me. If he could have reached through the microphone, he probably would have.
I actually cut this part out. You
Yeah.
were talking, and I didn't realize I did this. So a little bit behind the curtain, the way that works is we record on 2 separate channels. So Craig's on one channel, I'm on the other. I didn't realize I said this. And just Craig is doing so. I was like in the middle of like, what is going on? And I'm like, and I just very faintly whispered, "God damn it, Craig!"
I mean, I probably deserved it.
And I didn't realize I said that. And I was like, "What is this little thing here?" And I isolated it, and I just it was, "God damn it, Craig!"
So I do
So,
apologize for
anyways.
that, and yet here I go again, because what you just said is that Great American Beer Company, or whatever it is that you're talking about. It's not beer company. Great American. It's just
No.
Great American
Family.
Family. I knew there was another word. You just said the
Yeah.
Great American Family is like the safer, more or less edgy version, and then you said of Hallmark,
Yes.
because Hallmark, it's when you're
Yes.
coming up with descriptors for Hallmark, edgy definitely included, on the edge. Hallmark's always taking risks, is what I've found. So, in what
Yes.
world can we get a more more generic, less risk-takey thing than Hallmark? How is something less
So
edgy than Hallmark?
Hallmark. So you know like the basic template,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, sure.
You know,
Big
holiday
city dude
time.
or big city girl comes back to her old haunts and meets up with the small town boy. And first, they don't like each other.
Right.
They're real angry at each other because they don't
Right.
understand they're from different worlds, Brian. They're both white, but who cares?
Well,
Where's the lie?
yes. Although I will say this one was great because there was a black man in there and he had at least
Oh
54
my,
lines.
that's many lines for this type of
Yeah.
thing. So maybe Hallmark
Yeah.
is less edgy. Is what we're talking about. Basically, though, saying like this is more
Uh-huh.
edgy than Hallmark is like saying this pillow is much softer than this other down pillow that is also completely and totally soft. Everything is soft, and you're describing which
Yes.
one is more harsh, and it's all all goose
But
down,
like
dude.
but like the person who's like actually watching this or like listening to this and is knowing, they're like, no, they're absolutely right. Like I actually got into a conversation with one of my coworkers about this, and he is like loves Great American Family, like it's his guilty pleasure. So he watches, like he said, November, like the middle of November to like December 28th is like his time to shine because he watches all the new releases. And I'm not kidding. And I'm like, so, and he likes Great American Family because it sticks to, it's like the true form of the whole template, right? I mean, they don't really like mess around with it. They only do like certain things to make it interesting or to like freshen it up, basically. But they don't like do like what Hallmark does, where they're like,
Dude.
oh, yeah. So like Hallmark will introduce like gay
Oh.
characters, also white, and they'll also introduce like, so it won't be like Veronica Big City and John Littletown. It'll be like they both live together in this same town and they like didn't realize they had feelings for each other,
Okay.
kind of shit. So they like really kind of they I guess tinker with the formula if you want to get into it. Yeah, but Great American Family is like basically the way it is, you know, there's two people from different worlds, they meet
Mhm.
cute, they have a thing, there's some tension, they're like, oh, they're starting to get there, and then it's, you know, something bad happens in the third, or something interesting happens in the third act to create more tension, and then they kiss and it ends. And that's basically the movie that I watched, filmed in Western New York, called A Royal Christmas Tale. And it was very wholesome. It had a couple of big laughs, but they shot it mostly at the SPCA with like real shelter animals, which was pretty cool. And then the company like actually matched dollar for dollar the amount of money that they made. So they made essentially double their amount. So it was actually very good as far as the thing going on. But as far as the movie goes, 2 out of 5.
That seems high. I mean, I don't know. I am so opposed to like Hallmark type things. So if there's one that's because if Hallmark is going too close to the swim team assassin model these days, it's nice to know that there's an option for a little more conservative, a little more a
A safer option for little
Yeah, because
Timmy.
Hallmark has gone buck wild. None of that is true.
They've gone rogue. They're introducing gay characters, but they're still white.
The whole time you're talking about, well, they don't deviate too much from the formula. Like, you're basically describing Hallmark as you're describing what exactly Great American Family is, and
Right.
if there is a different, you're making a distinction without a difference in my mind. Like, it's the same thing as I'm hearing it, but
Right.
again, I'm living in a world where Bryan weekly describes to me, again, either anime plots or girls being seduced by literally everyone in the movie, and then
Right.
exploding weapons from their private parts. So, like laser beams
Correct.
coming, like things that I wish I didn't have in my brain are now there. So, like Hallmark is so far away from that if there is a difference between Great American Family and Hallmark, I'm too far away to see it, and they look like the same thing.
It's like comparing Pokemon, one generation of Pokemon. So, like, say Gen 5, it's like comparing it to Gen 8. Like, that's kind
They're all
of
Pokemon.
the difference.
The only difference.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all Pokemon. Yeah.
Things were all fine in Kanto, but
But,
once we got to Sinnoh, everything went to hell. Yeah.
Exactly. There's gays. They're still white, but there's gays.
You just entered something into my brain that now I have to bring up. If we had gay Pokemon, probably we do, but who would? Okay, and I just answered my own question. It's Pseudo Wudo.
I was about to say, you just answered your own fucking question
Of
there,
course.
Craig.
What am I even? Never mind. I withdraw the question based on the fact that the answer is blatantly obvious. Oddly, not a fairy type. Ironically.
Yes. More like an ice type.
Oh, he's straight up rock
Anyways.
type, dog.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, how was your what'd you do? Did you do anything?
Did I do anything? I had a 1-day work week, which is exhausting. I worked on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting tales from Bryan about, oh dear God, I'm dying. I'm dying. Everything is falling apart around me, and I'm like, yeah, I slept until 10 today, so life's not so bad. So I had not that many opportunities to create content because I was mostly just hanging out at my house and doing Christmas shopping, which I have actually bought presents, wrapped them, and put them under the tree. Oftentimes I would rely on my wife to do these things, but since I had the week, I got real ambitious and bought presents and ordered things, and things were coming. And then I kept saying things. Once I get into it's Christmas time, I want to buy things for people. And I'm like, ooh, I should get Bryan this, or I should get Lauren this, or like everybody. And then I'm like, no, I can't buy everything for everyone, even if I want to. So then I just send you pictures of it, like, hey, check out this cool Buffalo Bills 8-bit Josh Allen shirt, or things like that.
Which is amazing.
Good. So I actually bought the Bo Nix version for my son because he will like it. So anyway, lots of Christmas times. We finally put up our Christmas tree. We bought our Christmas tree Monday night, and then we buy it at the grocery store, which I don't know if that's weird in other places, but that's how they do it. Well, that's not. I mean, I'm sure there's also Christmas tree lots.
Did you go on I-25 down to Route 35, and then 10 miles west to the tree farm?
You didn't live here long enough to.
Whatever.
Just take I-25 to exit 235, then 5 miles west to the tree farm, or is it 5 miles east? Oh no, I can't remember either. That's terrible. That's an earworm for Denver radio. Terrible commercials, but they do stick in your head. Anyway, the tree farm. No, I did not go to the tree farm. I went to the King Soopers, and I bought a Christmas tree. And then the next day, I saw that they had been marked off like $20. So I'm like, really, one day off of me spent. I mean, I spent $60 when I would have spent $40. That $20 could have come in real handy. I could have bought more Christmas gifts or something. I don't know, but it's fine. We have a Christmas tree up. It has lights on it. It has ornaments on it. Everything is great. It's feeling Christmassy around here, and I'm actually somewhat in the spirit, which is unusual because I can be kind of a Grinch. Like I don't love Christmas usually, but for whatever reason, I'm kind of into it this year. But I don't have that much from this week, but I do have a thing that I failed to mention from Thanksgiving that I definitely need to bring up now, as this episode is probably posted in January. Right before Thanksgiving dinner, as we were getting ready we went out to Kansas, and we were getting ready to prepare the meal. Everybody was talking. I'm on a family group chat that explodes whenever we're getting ready to go together, and then we'll lie dormant for months and months and months. But when it's hot, it's really super annoying because they'll be like, there's like 9 or 10 people on it, and I'm not big on text chains, but usually it's like 2 or 3 people talking, and then everybody else is just kind of like getting pinged nonstop. This one was fun because we decided what we were going to have for dinner, and they're like, "Oh, do you want this? Do you want mashed potatoes? Do you want these things?" And then someone had the nerve or the temerity to ask me what I thought we should have, because I don't usually participate in such things because I eat the food, I do not prepare it, because you don't really want me preparing the food. But anyway, they said, "What do we need?" And I said, "We need gummy worms." Okay, well, and then my sister-in-law said something that she'll probably regret because I think this may turn into a whole thing. She's like, "Well, you'll have to provide those if you want to do that." As if I wasn't going to then go and buy
Wow.
gummy worms. So I grabbed a bag of gummy worms from the store here in Denver before I left to fly to Wichita.
That's
And
funny.
yeah, the Thanksgiving morning, as everything's getting put out on the table, I snuck a bowl out and I dumped all the gummy worms into the bowl, and just without really announcing it, just set them on the table. The kids thought I was the greatest thing that's ever existed. And then I got to utter the phrase, "Could you please
Mm,
pass the gummy worms?" at Thanksgiving dinner.
mm.
And
You went
yeah,
for the
I did.
bit.
I committed hard to the bit. And actually, I think everyone kind of thought it was fun. So we may actually have have gummy worms at our Thanksgiving table from now on because
Oh, yeah, it's a new
it is.
tradition.
And you know what? They kind of work. Like it kind of fits in with the gravy and the mashed potatoes and the turkey and the gummy worms. You don't mix them together or anything, but like it's not highly objectionable. Like no, it's
No.
pretty good. It's pretty good. Like after it's like
Mm,
an aperitif in
okay.
between, if you have something really savory and then you wanna go towards maybe more something else. It's a
Oh,
palate
yes, a sour
it's a
palate
palate
cleanser.
cleanser, exactly. No, I'm not crazy. I'm not insane. I didn't get the sour gummy worms. I just got regular gummy worms. The sour gummy worms would be a bridge too far,
Mm,
obviously. I'm not a monster,
okay.
but
Alright.
yeah, so now we
Sure.
have
I know you are. I know you're a
yeah,
monster.
so now gummy worms are a part of Thanksgiving, and I quite frankly am happy to have made that happen, so that's good. The other thing is a question that I had for you. This erupted at trivia because I think they were playing a Def Leppard song, and then made me think if one were to start a Def Leppard covered band, would the best name ever be Hard of Hearing Leopard? And I say it is. I say it's great. Hard of Hearing Leopard would be an amazing cover band name. To which my friend Lauren said, "No, that is a terrible idea." And then he said it should be Tinnitus
Mm,
Leopard. And I and
okay.
I quite frankly think that's not as good. I think Hard of Hearing Leopard is much funnier. But I leave it up to you, Brian, because you were an objective observer. What's better, Hard of Hearing Leopard or Tinnitus Leopard or a Def Leppard cover band?
I think hard of hearing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's the one to go for.
Appreciate that. I guess I might have you're not looking at him and you are looking at me, so maybe I have an advantage there. But yeah.
Oh, no, I still would've said hard
Okay,
of
good. I
hearing.
appreciate it.
I
Yeah,
still would've
I
said
like
that.
that. You're a just man who understands the high concept comedy of Def Leppard cover
Oh, you
bands.
know that I will double down. I will
You will
double,
triple
I will
down.
triple, I will
You were
quadruple
not afraid
down.
to quintuple down.
I will take the KFC double down, double it, double that, and then
That's too
down
many
that.
double downs. That's so many calories,
Oh, yeah.
but you're not afraid.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You'll be shitting a milkshake. Sure.
Those are not words I needed to hear ever.
And with that, hey, Craig, you know what else is shitting milkshakes? The news. No, I'm just kidding.
What a segue.
There's
You,
no way
sir.
to. What a
You, sir.
segue. You know what you can clean up those milkshake shit with?
I need a gummy worm to
I don't
cleanse my
know.
palate after that, Brian. But don't grab too many because you know what might happen if you eat too many gummy worms.
Correct.
Oh, I think I
Oh,
hate that.
God.
I think I hate that. Okay. Well, all right. This is the closest thing we have to an audio palate cleanser right here.
Ooh. Oh, the
I'm mixing it up,
remix.
baby. I don't know what happened to me there.
Lon Lon Ranch
News.
happened.
What's that? Aha Ranch.
Lon Lon Ranch
I don't know what
happened.
I don't know anything anymore.
Oh, from N64, Ocarina of Time.
I never once Zelda games got too complicated, they became too smart for me, and I stopped playing them. Like the
Right.
8-bit ones, I was good.
Well, all right then.
16-bit, I kind of handled, and then like I think once we got to N64, I was pretty much out.
All right.
I don't have an attention span. And like the new ones on the Wii or whatever, not the Wii. Switch, which
The
are
Switch.
beautiful to look at, and my son loved them. What's that one called? Anyway, the new one.
Breath of the Wild and Tears
Those
of the
ones,
Kingdom?
yes. My son loves them. He thinks they're great games. I'm too dumb, and they take way too long. So I'm a Tetris guy. I just need to know what to do and then jump on it and then do it forever and not think. Thinking and that kind of stuff is too
Okay,
hard for
well.
me. I'm from a simpler time when video games were all on one screen with an Atari 2600.
You want a joystick and one
This is
button.
correct. Those are the best. Or the paddle controllers. Circus Atari, baby. The paddle
Oh, yeah.
controllers were. That was really the height of video gaming, if you ask me. So anyway, we will begin our news in Detroit, Michigan. So honestly, we don't know how factual this story
It doesn't
is.
exist.
Right,
Not
exactly. I know.
Jury's still out.
The jury is definitely out on whether or not this even exists. But on the off chance that Detroit exists, a statue has been installed there, Brian. And it's a statue
Okay.
that is a 2.5 ton sculpture, which I think means it's 5,000 pounds if I'm doing the tons to pounds correlation correctly. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
So that's
is
a pretty,
correct.
it's an 11-foot tall statue, cast in bronze. And it's nearly 15 years in the making. And it all started with a tweet in
Okay.
2011 to the Detroit mayor. And what the Detroit mayor was tweeted at was someone said, "We need a RoboCop statue in Detroit."
Yes.
And the Detroit mayor at the time, who was apparently a no fun Nick, basically said, "There are no plans for this to happen. Probably not going to happen. Don't get your hopes up." But
Wow. Well, fuck
I
him.
know. Well, he was not a visionary, but thankfully Twitter.
You know what? I hope that RoboCop shot his dick off, like he shot that one dude's dick off in the movie.
He was shitting. What's the milkshakes? Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dear God. Anyhow, so although the mayor was not supportive, there was an online community that was like, "This is a good idea. We truly need a RoboCop statue." They raised, I think it was like, they raised $67,000 towards the effort with a Kickstarter campaign. And then they were able to get approval from the city. And this past week in Detroit, Michigan, there is now a 11-foot tall RoboCop statue
I love it.
hanging outside of a market, which it looks so Detroit because right behind it is a wall made out of brick, and it looks like, you know, those buildings where they have like indentations where windows should go, like in a normal building, but instead it's just brick.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
background, and then there's also a whole bunch of like electric meters, like I don't know, 20 or 30 of them
yeah.
up against the wall.
Super industrial and shitty
So
looking.
industrial
Oh, yeah.
and shitty looking. Yes, it's all it is. And that's like what's right behind the statue. So I think RoboCop actually fits in really well there. It has a whole Detroit feel to it. But I
Absolutely.
mean, RoboCop did take part in Detroit, and now they're commemorating it, and I think that is appropriate and good. So I like that one. So
Sidebar
yes.
here. They redid a bunch of it. They redid that movie, and like every like major scene or sequence was done by a different production company, and it all like puts together in like some cohesive movie, which is a fucking mess, but I love it. But anyways, so like the boardroom scene is done with puppets.
That's
So
amazing.
like it's puppet violence. The scene where Murphy is getting shot to hell is an interpretive dance sequence.
What?
Yeah, and then for some reason they just went really hard on the scene where he shoots that dude's dick off, and all these dudes are running around with their Johnsons hanging out, and he's like shooting them all off, and he's like bang, bang, bang for like 2.5 minutes, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, anyways,
You have a much better knowledge and remembrance of RoboCop than I do. I saw it back in the 80s, but it was an 80s movie, right? It came out in the 80s. I almost hate it.
Yeah, I've seen RoboCop a lot of times. It's one of my favorite 80s movies.
Okay. I don't know that I've seen it again since the 80s. So I don't know if it holds up well, but if we can have a version of it that sounds kind of like Everything Everywhere All at Once, where it's just like there's no cohesion from one thing to another.
I mean, I think it holds up more now than it ever did because of
It's as true today as it's ever been.
corporations and stuff. Yeah, it was a satire then. It's a
Fair
satire
enough.
now, and it's even
There's
more true now.
more to be satirical about. So okay, well, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know
Anyways.
RoboCop holds up. Also, this is Brian's opinion, so
Yeah.
I might need to cross-reference it with someone who has more, let's say, mainstream tastes. when it comes to movies. Not that you have bad tastes.
I mean, you're also not
You just
wrong.
have your tastes.
You're also not
Well,
wrong.
let's just say they don't necessarily align with the common man, which I think is a good thing. But it's also it's hard to take your opinion completely seriously because you'll be like, "Oh, it's great," and then you watch it and you're like, "Well, I mean, it's different," and then that's kind of where it goes. So I appreciate it. So anyway,
Yeah.
our next story comes to us from not kind of all over the West Coast, and even all the way to where I live now. It, it's a story about In-N-Out Burger, Brian.
Fucking In-N-Out
Yeah,
Burger. Jesus.
yeah.
Okay.
I used to think they were better burgers than they are now. Then we got one, and it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's not like as great as people who like make it kind of their personality would have you believe.
You're not
So
wrong.
they've made a decision in the last month, which if you would have explained it a year ago, people would just look at you like, "What? This is a thing? Why would anyone do that? It doesn't make any sense." But in today's society, with the kids the way they are, it totally makes sense. So they have a system inside of In-N-Out where and this is a pretty common system across all food
Mhm.
and like at the deli, that kind of thing. What they'll do is you'll put in your order and then
Yeah.
they give you a number, Brian. And then you wait for your number to be
Yeah.
called.
No.
Oh,
No.
yes. Oh,
No. No. They banned 6-7, didn't they? They banned 6-7 because kids went 6-7 and lost their fucking mind and like just threw plastic spoons and shit and like dumped on the fucking like just were shitting
Brian,
everywhere,
Brian,
right? Is that what
Brian,
they did?
what they did, so the numbers that get called. And a month ago, they've decided that too many people were gathering and waiting for the number 67 to be called.
Oh, oh my god,
And
it's
so
even
people
worse
would
than
be
I
taking
thought.
videos and they would, number 65, number 66, and then like everybody's losing their freaking minds. And then number 67, and then people would erupt
Jesus.
and they would celebrate and they would go crazy. And it was disrupting the service at In-N-Out Burger. So now if you go to In-N-Out Burger, Brian, you can get number 65.
There's no
You can get number
6-7.
66. And then you can get number 68 because there is no number 67. Now, if you would have told anyone 1 year ago that In-N-Out Burger would stop using the number 67,
Yeah.
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 They also know they do not include the number 69 for similar but different reasons. So,
Yeah.
if you were at In-N-Out, the
Yeah.
number system goes as such: 64, 65, 66, 68, 70.
Love it.
Pretty great. So yes,
We should ban more
so we
numbers.
really should. Who knows what number will be banned next year. So
The thing that I love is when I went to a Sabres game, there's this kid, they did this, they did that camera thing where they look at a kid, and the kid did the
yeah.
6-7 thing, and it honestly, because I'm me and came from the time when things were not wholesome, the kid's doing like the juggling, and I'm like, is he just playing with tits? Like, what the fuck? He's like 5. What is he doing? And I'm like, oh no, 6-7, because you can't hear any audio because
Right.
nobody's mic'd. But I'm like, what the fuck is that kid doing?
Oh,
And I'm like,
he's doing the 6-7 thing.
yeah. And I'm like, why does that child know? Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I learned about this maybe 5 or 6 months ago as we were sitting around. It was a warmer time. It was the summer, and we were sitting around.
Was it 6-7?
It,
No, I'm just
it
kidding.
might have been 6 or 7. It's hard to say. Could have been either. I'm not gonna do the hand motion though.
Do the
And
hand motion, you fuck.
there, I'm on video. I did
Ah!
the damn hand motion. I hope you're happy.
Okay,
I just set
so
up all of my ideals for you, Brian, to make you happy. I hope you're happy. You
I
better.
love that. I just want to describe what happened, and it just looked like he was flailing like Kermit the Frog, and it was 10 out of 10. I just want you to know.
We're on video this week.
It was not a
I l-
6-7, Miss Piggy
Oh,
6-7.
don't bring Kermit into this. How dare you? Kermit would
Yeah,
never
okay.
6-7.
Anyways, that's the name of the
Kermit would
episode.
never
Kermit would
6-7.
never 6-7. It could be we could be talking about anything else, but it just be. I mean, none of our titles like really
Completely
mean
anything. Well, they
anything.
do. They reference things, but it's always weird. And then, yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So Kermit would never 6-7.
Anyways.
How dare you? Oh, you've made me completely lose my train.
Throw down my glove and time to
That's right.
fight.
I challenge you to a
Anyways.
duel, sir. You have besmirched the honor of Kermit the Frog, and I will not stand for it. Oh, anywho,
Anyways,
what were we talking? We're talking about. Oh, it was summertime. That's right. And my son told me that like kids were doing the 6-7 thing. And naive me thought it was just kids at his high school. He's like, yeah, it's so dumb. It doesn't mean anything. It's stupid. And my son has always hated it from the very
Yeah.
beginning, and I love that about him. He's great.
Yeah, he's an already crotchety
That's
old
right.
man.
I've done my job to turn him into a crotchety person who's cynical of everything. So I feel like my parenting is top notch here. But he's like, it's stupid. But I thought it was just his high school where people were doing this, and then it slowly dawned on me that the whole world had gone real dumb because everybody is celebrating 6 and 7, and like schools are getting disrupted because if any teacher says 6,
my
all
God.
hell breaks loose because Gen Y is just dumb. No, Gen Z.
Meme culture,
Gen
man.
Z. We're about to run out of
Yeah.
generation letters. Are they just going to start over with Generation AA next? That could be.
Generation
They
double A.
drink a lot. It's a problem. The whole generation is alcoholics.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's the way
Who's to
things are
say?
going.
Anyhow.
Anyways, what's next?
Yeah, we have one more news story, Brian. And this is my favorite news story. A Swedish man has taught his pet octopus to play piano.
Yeah,
It's
that's really
super
cool. But also kind of scary.
Mostly just cool. Very, very cute. A Swedish musician spent 6 months working to train his pet octopus to do what he considered both the worst and coolest thing he has ever done, which was the octopus learning to play piano. Matthias Kranz, a YouTuber whose content usually revolves around his musical instruments, recently bought an octopus, and the octopus's name is Takoyaki. He just calls him Taco. The video is really cute.
God damn it.
An octopus named Taco. I mean, come on. Sign me up. That's great.
Well, taco is octopus
is it
in
really?
Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Mr. Octopus.
Okay. I didn't know that. That does make sense, and it's very good. But also, just calling an octopus Taco is pretty great. And he bought the octopus, and then he decided to build an octopus piano that could go into his tank. And most pianos, you press down on the keys and it goes. He designed this with like, I don't know, some kind of computer electronics and stuff, and also with like pull levers because an octopus isn't really good at pushing down on keys. But what they do have is many, many tentacles which can wrap around things and pull. And so when the octopus would wrap his tentacles around and pull, it would make a piano sound. And he had to figure out a way to get his octopus to actually want to play the piano because the octopus would just kind of like.
Sounds like he put in a lot of effort for the bit, and
so
I'm here
much
for
effort. So what he couldn't get the octopus to really be super excited about playing the piano. He didn't want to practice. The octopus was like, "Look, I'm not really into your rhythm. I'm not really into this music. Not my thing." He's more of a lo-fi guy, I guess. The octopus. Anyway, but then where this really got turbocharged is when Matthias realized that Taco's favorite snack is little crabs, and he developed a crab elevator that would work in conjunction with the piano. And so what he would do, he would put the crab into the little, it's like a tube, and you can see the crab. And these are live crabs, so it's kind of sad because like the crab is like slowly being lowered to his doom. Like, so if you care about crabs, not great, but if you care about octopuses and playing piano, it's wonderful. And so the octopus would learn that as he pulled each lever, which made the piano go, the elevator would slowly come down every single time he pulled a lever. And so it's like, it's like the mouse pressing the button to get the cheese. It would come down until it pops down the bottom, and then the octopus is like, lunch. And so that's how he got him to play the piano. So it's not really that the octopus became a lover of music or really became inspired to play. It's just that the octopus was hungry. Food motivated, which, I mean, that's how I usually get most of my motivation too. Like, ooh, if I just get past this bit of work, I can go have lunch. So I can identify with the octopus. And so, yeah, he taught him to do that. And then he's putting up videos. Now, the octopus, let's be honest, he doesn't have rhythm. He doesn't really care so much about the music itself. But this does not stop Matthias. He is putting up videos where he's playing the guitar and the octopus is playing the piano. And the octopus's piano, sometimes it sounds kind of fun. Sometimes it's just like random dong of a piano as he's playing his guitar. It doesn't, to say the octopus is playing the piano or making music, if we're being really honest with each other, that's not what's happening. But it is pretty great that an octopus is playing the piano. So I'll forgive the fact that he's not really caring about playing the piano. He's into it for the he's into it for the crabs, Brian, and that's fine. Everybody has their own reason for playing music. Some people, the Beatles, they're into it
That's true.
because they love it, and some people are the octopus, and they're into it because they want a delicious stone crab. And either way, as long as music is being produced,
Delicious.
eventually we're fine with it. So I'm Craig, and that is the news. Back to you, Bryan.
Okay. So last week I told you we were talked briefly about the Polar Express and the Uncanny Valley.
Valley discussion. I forgot we were gonna have this, but I am pumped.
So I kind of went down the rabbit hole on this, but the long and the short of it is that like there's a theory out there about why the Uncanny Valley is so unnerving. And proto-humans, somewhere down the line, proto-humans or just humans in general, were visited by something that was vaguely human but wasn't.
Okay.
Like something was off. And we learned to fear it. And we don't know why. It's just like lizard brain instinctual fear. And just it's unsettling in a way that is just like stimulates your fight or flight. And historians are trying to figure out why. And they're like, what? And so a lot of it, people are like, oh no, it's just, the whole Uncanny Valley is because we can now create these things. But I'm like, well, that must have existed beforehand. And so what happened? Because it had to have existed beforehand, because why are we feeling
we've
this
evolved
way?
this way to have these feelings when we see these things. So should we describe, I'm sorry to interrupt, but should we describe what the Uncanny Valley is in case someone doesn't know?
Yeah. So the Uncanny Valley is basically like with AI. If you watch like really good AI with say in this case newscasters, like they're just realistic enough, but something seems off about them. Like there's no shine in their eye. The way their mannerisms are not fully.
It's like they're 90% there, but 10% is enough to be like.
It's like they watched a human do something enough times and figured out that they could mimic it, but not 100%. So yeah, that's the Uncanny Valley, where it's just a little bit off. And so some people think it's aliens. Like the aliens came in and some aliens visited us and we were like, oh shit, they're like us but not like us. And so a lot of people, and so there's one theory that it's the actual ancient Egyptian gods. They were just human enough and they were actually visitors. So there's that theory. But I mean, it's kind of a fun thought experiment, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So like, why is this so unnerving? Like, what happened to proto-humans? Like, what was going on?
Why did we develop this way?
To like, why do we fear this so? And I think that's a fun thought experiment. But that's the long and the short of it. You can go down the rabbit hole, the Uncanny Valley. You can go deep into that valley, buddy. That's the long and the short of it. And I think that's really just, I like to think about every so often. I like to think about what was so terrifying.
What evil lurks in the Uncanny Valley?
Yeah. Oh, that's another good title.
What evil lurks in the Uncanny Valley? Or Kermit would never 6'7".
Yeah. So I think that's an interesting thing, because I don't want to say like it first came out, but you remember in Men in Black the Edgar guy with his like weird mannerisms? Yeah, that is very deeply unsettling.
You're right.
So
I think most AI things, although they're getting to the point now where you can't tell, like they've almost gone past the Uncanny Valley into, like, you can still tell something's not right, but they don't look weird, and they look right enough where you can't tell anymore, and then, which is a problem because now, remember the halcyon days of like 7 months ago when every video you saw online was just like an actual video, and it was happy times, and now every single thing you see, you have to be like, wait a second, if this is real, it's funny, but if it's fake, AI made it, then it sucks.
Yeah. No, I like to think that I'm pretty media literate, but even I get fooled. Because like I'll send something to Craig and Craig will be like, this is AI, and I'm like, God damn it.
Yes, it is. Dang it. So yeah, I hate that now. So now my instant reaction, rather than just enjoy a cute kitten doing something ridiculous, is to be like, wait a second. And you have to like, why would a camera have been set up at this particular moment in time? And why is that cat? And does he jump correctly? And so you'd like turn into like a forensic scientist before you can laugh. It ruins everything. I hate it. I hate it. It's like It's like what instant replay has done to football. It used to just be you'd score a touchdown, but if there's anything that's even remotely like, ooh, did he actually catch that? Then you're kind of celebrating, but you're also like, ooh, this might come back. And so you're like in this liminal valley of
Yeah.
it's Schrodinger's touchdown, where maybe it's been a touchdown, but also maybe the ball was dropped and it doesn't count anymore. So like that's we're in Schrodinger's humor, where the AI has ruined everything. AI makes everything worse. I hate it. It needs to die.
I agree.
Except for our theme song, which is wonderful.
Have you ever seen the Terminator?
Right.
Have you seen the Terminator?
Yeah, if you paid attention to
there.
any sci-fi throughout the years, you know that this AI thing is not going to end well for us. But it continues on, and what do you?
You know what? We're getting ready for a twist and a leg shake. So
Yeah. My favorite part of listening to that song is there is one part where it's like untitled with Bryan and Craig, and then but like untitled what Bryan and Craig, like they didn't say the with right or something. Like it's just it's like not
Yeah.
the right word. Like you know what they're trying to say, but it makes me laugh because it's like, oh yeah, this is definitely AI. It's
Yeah.
probably
They
we
have
did that
with
like a
it.
year ago, so now it would probably be like Michael Jackson doing the
Okay.
it'd be perfect.
Last thing I gotta say before we get to the
Yes,
next
sir.
segment. Have you heard the song "We Are Charlie Kirk"?
Not only am I going to say no to that, I'm also very afraid.
So there's a song that blew up on Spotify under gospel called "We Are Charlie Kirk," and it sounds like a white dude with a soulful voice. And I'm not gonna play it for you, but I will send it to you. And it's awful, but like it starts off like he was a man of Jesus. And then it goes, we are Charlie Kirk, we carry the torch, and it's like really soulful and shit. And I'm like, they can pay anyone enough to sing this. And then we looked into it, and it's a fucking AI song, and it sounds like a soulful white dude. Yes, and it's blowing up gospel Spotify.
Oh, everything about that sounds like something that would appeal to the person I dislike the most in the world, probably. Like,
yeah. Well, anyway, so now you know, and you're definitely no closer to happiness. So
thank you.
There's
Oh,
that.
you've made my life worse, Bryan. Wonderful. I think it's
but I'm gonna send
good
that to you, and you're gonna enjoy/hate listen to it.
enjoy, probably not. Hate listen, almost certainly. Now, how
Almost like you hate listen to what was that guy Alan Richardson? What the fuck is his name?
Rickman?
Alan Jackson. Yeah, he listened to 10 seconds of that song and he's like, "This is garbage." Where were you?
No. How long is this song, and how far into it do you think I will get before I hit the eject button?
Well, it's like 2.5 minutes, so I'm
no
thinking
chance
you'll
I get to 2.5 minutes.
I think you'll get to the first refrain, and then you'll die laughing and you'll turn it off.
So over under will I
be
go past where I got with Alan Jackson, or will I not get? You think I'll
Yeah,
get further?
I think the over under is like a minute 4 seconds. I think
Okay.
you'll make it 64 seconds.
That sounds fair. I might take the under on that, but I might go over. Who's to say? This is a good bet. I think you set the over under pretty well.
Yeah, I think that's a good one because you'll be like, "What?" Where I think you'll actually be invested to see where the song goes, and then you'll be like, "Oh, okay, I'm done. I'm out." Just smashing the eject button launches you into this fucking ionosphere.
Oh, well, I have that to look forward to.
Yeah.
So, yay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. So I actually have
You have a movie pitch. Okay,
you.
good, because I have not my brain has not transferred into that yet. So I will let you go first.
And I started thinking about it after you said 6-7.
Oh, good.
So buckle up, Krager. This is going to be a wild ass ride.
Okay.
So we'll just insert random hero here with their friends. Gender, name, doesn't matter. But they're like, oh man, something's going on. Like, why is everybody like doing this weird thing with their arm motion? And they're like crying, and then they're like on the ground, and then like people are like people are dying with the like weird 6-7 hand motion. Like they're all curled up because they can't, feed themselves. And so, long story short, it's the 6-7 disease. So everyone gets, like people get the 6-7 disease, and so it's like a post-apocalyptic like 6-7 thing.
They're just singing a corner,
and they're just crying, doing 6-7, like weeping. And so people are like kind of like COVID era. They're
Stay in
forced
their
to stay
homes so they
inside.
don't start shaking their hands up and down.
Yeah. So in any case, the human population declined rapidly. Like obviously, so many, many millions of people just, catch 6-7. So they're all like and so the shot that I really want to get is like a drone flying over like a fucking field of people. They just corral them and they're all weeping, going 6-7, 6-7, like doing that chant, and like you see the little
You've taken all the joy out of 6-7 and all the excitement for the kids, and it's just turned into literally a disease. This is wonderful.
yeah, yeah, and so and then they just and so like there's gonna be a scene where they're like trying to feed people and they're just like weeping while they're 6-7ing because they can't feed themselves. So they're like, here comes the airplane, and so like grandma's in the corner 6-7 just trying to feed grandma, and like all the while like people are crying and they're like, grandma doesn't have long left.
You got the 6-7s real bad.
She's he's like 6-7ing in the corner.
Turning it into a disease is maybe one of the more brilliant things you've
Yeah.
ever done. That's fantastic.
I
It would
I
explain
might.
the spread.
Scooby,
It
get
would
at me.
explain the spread of 6-7 so much better than like people finding it funny. Just the fact that it's actually
Yeah.
like spread
So,
via airborne toxins. Oh my.
So
Yes.
anyways,
Continue, please.
there these people, these friends are all like in their apartment, and then they notice like something weird is going on. They're like these weird little things on the ground, like just in like they look like they're like flood, like a little flood,
Okay.
right? And it turns out the octopi have come. And they started the 6-7. They unleashed the 6-7
Oh, those devious
on
octopotamuses.
human. Yes, and so the I guess it's octopodes, they are doing this, and really, they just wanted to decline the population so much so that they could take over and make music. But it's not like good music, it's like weird, no rhythm music. And so it ends with our lead characters getting 6-7, so they're trying to 6-7, but also like defeat them in a dance battle. So the final shot is them like 6-7ing dance battling these octopi.
No, the octopus can. They created the disease, but they're not immune from it, Brian.
Oh my god, yes. So they're 6. So then they start
6-7, but
6-7ing.
they also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 because they have 8 or 8 legs or arms.
So it's even worse.
No,
for
no, no,
them.
no. They 6-7, but only tentacle 6 and 7 are involved.
Oh, I see what
So
you're
like
doing there.
it does it reduces their efficacy by 25% because but they still have 6 limbs that work fine. So like they're still able to function fine. So like you have these shots of octopuses, they're doing this with their 2 tentacles, but the rest of the tentacles are fine. So it's a mild annoyance to an octopus, whereas it's debilitating to a 2-armed individual such as yourself or me.
Yes. So the final scene is they're trying to so they teach octopi the power of music. And then they're like, okay, we need to figure out this 6-7 thing. So they're like, we need better music. And so eventually the octopi fix the virus and then take music under the sea. And then that's the beginning of The Little Mermaid because humanity needs to
So The Little Mermaid is a story of the extinction of the human race and the rise of the octopus.
Yeah, after. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to tie that in. I just said under the sea, and that's what my
No, I
brain
know,
came
it's
up with.
fine.
But anyways, yeah.
Some things are sacred. I get it. It's fine. Oh, 6-7 is a disease. Oh, Brian.
Yeah, like
It's
a virus.
So good. So good. Okay. I don't know if I can top that, but we're going to give it a shot. Did they make a sequel? Was there a RoboCop 2?
Yeah, but it was fucking terrible. There was a RoboCop 3, and it was even worse than 2. And then there was a RoboCop 4, and then they rebooted it in 2014, which was
I asked the right
passable.
person this question.
And then they made a children's show,
A
oddly
RoboCop
enough,
kids show?
in like the 90s.
The first one is
yeah,
like
it was
really
weird.
dark. Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying they've gotten all the way up to RoboCop 4?
I believe it's RoboCop
All right, our
4.
movie is
Yeah.
RoboCop 5.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
Look, I'm going to take an intellectual property and run with it in a direction you don't see.
RoboCop 5, The Coppening.
No, RoboCop is our hero, of course. Why wouldn't he be? He teams up with
Right.
Kermit the Frog.
Okay, I'm in it.
Of
I'm
course.
in. You son of a
I
bitch, I'm
know. It's gonna
in.
be a Muppet movie.
I'm
I know you
triple in.
are. Okay, RoboCop 5, the Muppeting? Mm, like a quickening, but with Muppets.
Muppet Crimes? Yeah,
We'll
we'll
figure it
workshop
out. But we live in a world that has become overcome with people doing 6-7. Like that's just true in
Okay.
life. That's going to be even more true in this movie. It's not a virus in my movie. In my movie, it's just an annoying thing, much like it is in real life. But RoboCop's had enough, and
Please tell me he starts blowing off hands like you are violating the law. Just blows off a dude's
correct.
hand.
Ro- Damn it! You did this to me with my story about In and Out. Now you keep guessing the end. I hate it. How do you know what I'm going? Yes, yes.
I don't know. I just literally got somewhere my
Yeah,
brain
RoboCop.
goes. But like I just imagine like you are violating the law. Boom, just blowing off some dude's hand, and he's like, 6-7, 6-7, shoots the other
RoboCop
hand.
has somehow determined that 6-7 is unlawful, and he's had enough of it. And he's just a cranky guy like my son and like me who hate the 6-7. But he's got the weaponry to do something about it. So it's basically just RoboCop walking around, blowing hands off of Gen Z people that have gone a little too far with their 6-7ing.
I feel like this is mildly like I don't know what's the word, not genocide, but
It's
like
like genocide for hands.
targeted. Yeah, it's like targeted mutilation.
Like the solution is simple: stop 6-7ing, kids. And then RoboCop will not be out to get you.
You are violating the law.
So it's just RoboCop. And then like there's the hardcore kids that are like, I'm not giving up 6-7. This means something, even though it means nothing. And so like they go
Yeah.
and they're like, he can't shoot off all of our hands. And RoboCop's like, hold my beer.
He really does. He really tried. Okay, now where do the Muppets get in? Is it just Kermit is so sick of it because he cousin
Because
6-7?
Kermit would never 6-7. And so there's like a
That's
split
right.
amongst the Muppets. Like the Muppets usually are united. But there's gonna be some Muppets. This movie might get it's a Muppet movie, but also it's gonna get a little violent because like Fozzie Bear is really into 6-7ing. And the Swedish Chef, he's a 6-7 guy. So like there's a split. Piggy just goes with whatever Kermit wants. So Piggy is anti 6-7.
Right.
Dr. Bunsen Honeydew is pro 6-7, but
Mhm.
Beaker is on the anti 6-7 crew. So even like I know it's like brother against brother. It's like the Muppet Civil War.
Yeah.
RoboCop.
Mm,
RoboCop
okay.
6-7 / the Muppet Civil War. This is the title for it.
I you know I want to see him like shoot Muppet hands. And it's like even worse. Like when you shoot a Muppet hand, it's like red fluff, and they're like screaming, and there's
Oh,
like red fluff
just
just shooting. Just like someone has a vacuum hose, and there's a
So Kermit has to go pretty dark here because he's going to be teaming up with RoboCop, who's shooting off hands of his friends and also of children. So it's just basically going to be a real disaster for hands everywhere. RoboCop's just walking around blowing off everyone's hands. Who's six? Now the solution again is simple. You just don't 6-7. RoboCop, if you're not in violation of the 6-7 law, he doesn't care. But if you
That's
start
right.
going like this, I mean, life's not over. He's not going to kill you. He's just going to blow your hands off. So at the end, there's going to be like some kind of like hospital where all of the people are, they're getting hand reconstruction surgery or just getting false limbs, that kind of thing, because RoboCop has just wreaked havoc on everything. But yeah,
That's pretty great.
yeah. So the
Actually,
RoboCop 6-7 movie, the Muppet Civil War. That's my movie pitch. Thank
that's
you.
pretty good.
I don't know if it's quite.
But you know, you could use to make some of the fluff.
Ooh, I mean, I'm not sure if that's appropriate use of a Q-tip or not.
Well,
Maybe.
well, how would you know?
You'd have to probably Google it.
No, you don't go to the internet. It's right in front of you.
There's like that old man.
You pick
There's
up
that
a
old
box.
man that lives at the top of the mountain. He has the long beard, and you could go like you'd have to probably like
Yes.
settle several challenges to get to the top of the mountain, and then you could ask him. Maybe It seems complicated.
No.
If
What you do
only-
is you have it. You have
If
it
only
in
there
front.
were a simpler way, Brian.
You have the package in front of you, and
What?
you grab it, and yes, and here's the crazy thing: you don't 6-7 that
No,
motherfucker.
you wouldn't do that because
You grab
RoboCop
it.
might be around.
And and you turn it
Yes.
around, and you read the back of the Q-tip box.
What? And that would teach us how to get all of the fluff off of it, so we could have extra red fluff to explode out of the hands of Muppets.
Or you know how to use a Q-tip correctly.
That might even be more useful knowledge, and figuring out how to
Yes.
brain freeze completely. Or
How to use it
use
for the insides
yeah,
of a Muppet.
how to reclaim all of the cotton for the insides of a Muppet. I don't think it's going to tell us that. I think probably we're not supposed to do that. You know how I would know for sure? I would read the back of the Q-tip box.
Untitled with Bryan and Craig is produced and edited by me, Brian Dunnigan. It is also hosted by me, Brian Dunnigan, as well as Craig Dodge. Opening and ending themes are created by AI, so nobody has license to those.